Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
That's us. Good morning to you. It is Coffee Ann time right here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Around the coffee and table, let's say good morning and a happy St. Patrick's Day to Linda Tebow. Hi, Linda.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. AJ Brissett is here. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Thank you. You too.
All
Good
right.
morning.
And happy St. Patrick's Day. Good morning, Steve Healy.
Good morning, everybody.
Yep. As well, my mother always told me as I was growing up, everybody wants to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day, and I didn't realize until I was in high school how wrong she was. And I would tell her then, who told you that? I've run into plenty of people that are quite happy not being Irish, by the way. I don't know, she got it in her head. Anyway, so there you go. Did we all enjoy the storm last night?
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Wow is right.
Yeah. You know, furious.
I didn't hear it.
I
I still can't hear you well. So I missed the whole thing.
You're the lucky one.
I did.
Because, this past weekend, the snow had finally melted enough.
Yeah.
My wife and I were able to go out into the yard.
Yeah.
Because we had a ton of branches down.
Yes, yeah.
So picked all the big branches and threw them in our backyard. And now, guess what I got to go do?
Same thing.
Go back and pick up more branches that all came crashing down during last night's storm.
Yeah, big branches are just little.
Well, good sized ones, enough where you don't want to run over a lawnmower with them, but nothing really monster branches coming down. So nothing that if it fell on the road, people wouldn't have to stop and go around them, kind of thing. But bad enough, you don't want to drive over them, kind of thing. So, all right, so. And I think everybody's going to go out and pick up their trash barrels. If you have trash picked up on Tuesday, they were all knocked over.
I saw trash barrels knocked over.
I put mine out this morning.
all the way out, all the way around.
The benefit of being
everywhere.
lazy.
Yeah.
You're the smart one there, Steve.
I think it was more like I didn't want to do it last night.
Yeah. So I have to. I want to say this morning because I don't normally say this, but I don't know the person, but I'm coming into work. And I'm coming down Park Ave, and a white Jeep with mass plates pulls out in front of me. Not that they cut me off. There was plenty of room. And so, they get to go. Now he's in front of me, and out his window comes a can. Like a sports energy drink, like the Monster drink or Celsius. Because you can tell by the shape of the can what it is. Yeah. He just threw it out the window. I said, who does this?
Oh, there's a lot that do that.
In this day and age.
There's a lot that do that.
I said, that's... How rude.
Wow.
If you look at my car, you tell I don't throw anything out the window.
Oh, you're a hoarder. Oh, okay, there you go. It's just I hadn't seen that done in quite some time where someone just decided, I'm just throwing trash out the window down the road.
Yeah,
well, especially in broad daylight. Or was it broad darkness?
No. It was about half an hour ago.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I guess he needed more room in his car for his Dunkin' Donuts and his coffee.
I see it quite regularly, unfortunately.
Do you? This is taking up the cup holder. Let's get this out of here. So.
Yeah. No, that is really...
I was like, why do people do this? But anyway, moving on. Okay, the big story is what happened yesterday here in Woonsocket. The Coleman Elementary School had to be closed. There was a threat against the school that came in very late Sunday night. And so, according to Dr. Patrick McGee, the superintendent of schools, after talking it over with the police department, out of an abundance of caution, decided we had to close the Coleman school for the threat so the police could go in and do their investigation and see if there was anything going on there. They sweep the school. They find nothing. But as when these things come in, if you're going to send it by, if you're going to do it by email or by text or whatever, it's so traceable.
Correct.
So traceable. And they traced it right back. And because we talked to we had the president of the Woonsocket School Committee on yesterday, Paul Bourget, and said, and so it was still early. It was 8 in the morning. I said, any idea did it come from inside the city, come from inside the state, or are we talking about someone in Texas just having fun? Well, we don't know yet. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Well, they trace it back and they arrest an 11-year-old child in the city of Woonsocket. Because the Woonsocket police made the arrest.
Goes to school there?
Well, they don't say, but the assumption. Let's make a few assumptions.
11, yeah,
Yes.
elementary, yes. I would
He's
say
11
yes.
years. I can't. I didn't want to say he because they're not.
Yeah.
They're not
Right.
saying. They're just saying 11-year-old
This person.
juvenile.
Yeah,
So at 11 years old, you're in the 5th grade,
yeah.
and so they traced it, and all they're saying right now is they made an arrest of the 11-year-old.
Good.
And they don't expect to make any other arrests in this. So it's a singular case here.
I wasn't thinking about that when I was 11.
So
years
you're
old.
11.
Yes.
You're 11 in the 5th grade.
I was sick.
God, I was 14.
You're advanced, AJ. Very advanced.
I was
Well,
in the 6th grade at 11.
Well, I always do it this way. I don't know why I remember this way. In 1976, I was 10 years old
Yeah.
in the 4th grade. And I always remember because that was the bicentennial year. Bicentennial was, I was 10
okay.
years old. So if you're 11,
Yeah.
you're in the 6th grade,
Good.
5th grade.
5th grade, yeah.
And the school goes from pre-K to 5. So I'm just I'm
okay.
making a lot
It
of
does.
assumptions here.
Oh,
That he's in
okay.
the person's in the 5th grade and goes to that school.
Wow.
And as I was talking about with my wife last night, remember back when we went to school, and boy, if you had a test on the next day, you just pretended to be sick.
Right.
If
Yeah,
you really
exactly. You
didn't
get a
want to
bellyache,
take the test.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm hot. I chew.
Yeah,
the stomach hurts.
yeah.
If you didn't disrupt the whole school,
Wow.
kind of thing. That would just never came to mind. Now, is that the case here? I don't know.
Well, the test is going to happen when the school opens. So
Right, yeah.
But you're gonna have to take it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, what goes through a kid's head to do something like
don't
that?
know.
Exactly.
Well, when they're that young,
age, that young,
Yeah.
that young.
they probably think that it can't be traced at that young age. They don't know it's going to come back and he'll get
You don't think
or
that
she'll
that's-
get caught.
that, yeah.
Maybe not at 11. I've made up an anonymous account, an anonymous Yahoo or Gmail or whatever you used to make this email. If it was sent by email, I don't even know. But it doesn't have my name on it. Oh, they'll never know it's me, kind of thing. But it just comes from immaturity,
Right.
not knowing it's a footprint. Oh, it's a paper trail right back to you, kind of thing. And that person must have been pretty surprised when the detective showed up at the house.
Well, I think they should give him life.
Wow, that's kind of rough, AJ. Now, what I'm seeing online, and maybe you agree with this and maybe you don't, what do you think? People are saying they should go after the parents. I'm like, well, I'm not sure because I don't have all the facts, but they're saying, well, the parents allowed this. Well, maybe they didn't know what little Johnny or Julie was doing.
You don't have eyes on them 24/7.
Yeah.
Although these days I think you need to.
You need
but,
to. So I don't know. I don't know about going after the parents right now because we don't have all the facts.
For that juvenile.
Well,
Yeah,
they are.
they are.
And they will, and they'll go bail them out or whatever, and they'll be released to their custody. So now,
hopefully it's a lesson learned.
well, I hope so. What they're saying is what people are saying. You know how well people are on social media.
Yes.
What they're saying is we have to make an example of him because they're worried that another classmate. Oh, that's how it's done. We'll just do the same thing. And we'll just keep calling these babies in.
But except he got caught. Maybe they could learn
Maybe
that lesson.
Maybe that is the lesson.
The lesson is he got caught. So
And
perhaps
I get
we
caught.
shouldn't
Right.
do this.
Yeah. And I hope they talk about it at the school today.
Yeah.
School is open today over there
Well,
at Coleman Elementary.
I would think that'll probably be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And the missing student.
well,
will
there
not
you
be
go.
there.
I mean, the students are going to know, well, who's not here?
Right.
This
So,
is true.
and
They
then
will
then
know, yeah.
they'll be able to figure it out pretty
Yeah.
quickly who it is because they're not going to tell us, the adults, because
I'm sure
his age,
that,
you know.
I'm sure that juvenile told their friends.
Yeah.
They had to let someone know.
Well, yeah. Well,
Maybe,
sometimes
yeah.
they're proud of
yeah.
doing something. Yeah.
I forgot to do this earlier. Sorry about this. But this portion of the Coffee and program is being brought to you by the Carew Investment Group.
Are you retired or retiring soon? That's great. Congratulations. You may be retiring, but your money can't afford to retire. I'm Ed Carew of the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3, Cumberland, Rhode Island. At the Carew Investment Group, we offer personal investment management of client money, especially from the proceeds of their 401k distribution after they leave the workforce. So to find out more about our services and for professional management of your investments, call Ed or Paul Carew at 765-8880. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, thanks, Ed. All right, back into the Coffee AM program right now. So, yeah, the 11-year-old was arrested. They're not giving us too much information other than that. I guess maybe we'll hear something a little later on. But if it all gets kind of hushed, you might just, especially if it's a first offense, it might just be don't do it again. I don't know, $100 fine that the parents will have to pay. The 11-year-old doesn't even have $100. And,
take it out of his allowance.
if they even get one.
Right. Well, maybe the phone gets taken away.
Ooh, that's a great one right there. So, all right. So it's back to normal over there. And I asked yesterday, what do you tell the kids at the school of why didn't we have school yesterday? Do you tell the elementary schools that there was a bomb threat?
They watch TV. They listen.
Well, I don't know if they watch the news.
Yeah.
Well.
It's got to be age appropriate, and so
Right.
what you tell the fifth graders isn't what you tell the kindergartners.
Right.
Well, of course, the kindergarten kids. Yeah.
You don't want to scare them,
Right.
but you want to keep them informed as well.
I suppose it would start with
I don't
your
know.
safety in mind, the utmost importance.
That's right. That's right. When I was going to school, I didn't have a bomb scare till I got to middle school. Just
You had a bomb scare?
in middle school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Two or three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had that.
Yeah.
We had that.
Really?
When I was in
We never had a
junior high
bomb
school.
scare.
No.
All the way through college. We
And
never
then I went to
had.
Catholic high school, and none of that was tolerated. I think the nuns would have sent us in there anyway.
They were still doing
Oh, you're staying.
You know,
Yes, right.
school used to be a safe haven. I've mentioned that before,
it's
but
supposed to
it's
be.
long gone, I
Always
think.
was, yeah.
So yeah, it was bizarre because sometimes the bomb scare was just they treated it like a fire drill, or just go outside.
Yeah.
And other times it was more intense, and I don't know why. We had to go to our locker, open it up, leave it open, then go outside.
Yeah, so that people,
While the police and the
Yeah.
fire went through
Yeah.
the building,
Yeah.
come back in, close your locker.
I don't think they had bomb sniffing dogs when
They
I
did
was
not.
in
No,
middle school.
they had bomb sniffing people.
Yes.
that went through everything. But what I found out while my daughter was going to high school, and I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but it probably is. The kids don't use lockers anymore. Yeah, they're there in the school, but they just carry everything.
because they don't have time to go from class to class to get their
Wow.
books.
But
go
the
back to
back
locker.
back she wore
They're
was
huge and
50 or
heavy.
60 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, they're
I
very
said, why
heavy.
don't you use the locker?
Yeah.
Her excuse was, well, you got to get to class from
Yeah,
back and
okay.
forth.
Yeah.
She also said the locks don't really work, kind of thing. She's worried about things getting taken.
Yeah.
And so I said, does anybody use them? It's like, no.
No.
And it's funny because I've been
Wow.
over to I've been over to Mount St. Charles to see the principal over there for something we were doing here with the station, looking around, and kids just take their backpacks and put it on the ground in front of their locker and don't even use the locker. Of course, Mount's a little different, Catholic
Well,
high
now
school.
that-
Maybe they have a little more
Wow.
faith in people not stealing stuff from them. Like, well, kids don't use lockers anymore.
Well, the few kids that I know that didn't use lockers was because they didn't have time to get from point A to point B
Yeah.
to the next class.
Okay.
So they had all
Bulky.
their books with them, huh? Yeah. They had all the books with them, and everything they needed
Yeah,
with them.
just throw it on your.
Well, at least in your case, Joe, when
Yes.
they had you open your locker, they didn't have you climb in
Couldn't
and shut the door.
No, way too thin the locker.
That's correct.
All right. So that's what happened. So school's back on at the Coleman Elementary School. Hopefully we'll hear more about what took place with this with the student that they arrested. Got to remember, innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
Right. So okay, let's see if they give us more information on this. All right, down in Pawtucket, AJ, big fire down in Pawtucket. 14 people displaced on Fountain Street. Do you know where Fountain Street is in the city?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Just after noon yesterday, they found heavy fire and smoke coming from the front of the multifamily home. The battalion chief says it took firefighters about 45 minutes to control the fire. That's a good-sized fire to get under control.
Farm Street's not far from where I live.
The home sustained extensive damage. No injuries were reported, but one firefighter was taken to the hospital for observation. Cause of the fire is under investigation. So, looks like they'll have to knock that one down. Red Cross is helping out the 14 people that were living at that particular home in Pawtucket. So you didn't see any smoke yesterday or anything like that? No, nothing. Okay, got to pay attention more, AJ. What's going on in the city? How's that high school coming? Pretty good.
Yeah, they're putting in the windows today.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's excellent. We were comparing the new elementary school that's going up here in North Socket, North Smithfield line, because things are moving right along.
Yeah, they've got
girders are up.
To see this,
the steel girders are up.
Yeah.
And I said to Paul Borchet, I said, things are going well over there. He said, yes, they are.
Yeah,
things are right on schedule, which is better than what's going on in Pawtucket, which is a big open space.
I don't know what the delay is.
No. Let's get Don Grebian on the phone. Mayor, what's the problem? What's the holdup? Why is nothing being done?
Really?
You've cleared it all out. It's a big empty lot now.
I mean, we've had a very mild winter.
Yes, they have. I don't know why they haven't started anything. All right. So back to a teaching situation here, and not good. Cranston police say a teaching assistant is facing charges. Cocaine was found in the bathroom at the Chester W. Barrows Elementary School in Cranston. And they're saying that the teaching assistant brought it in.
Elementary school. Phew.
Yes. Police were called to the school last Thursday after a plastic bag containing a white powdery substance and a small straw was found on the sink in the nurse's bathroom. And it was cocaine when they tested for it. It wasn't powdered sugar. All right. Police say Stephanie Cicilline Given was reported to be the last adult to use the bathroom. Circumstantial, but looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be prints on it.
Well, you would think so. Police conducted a search of the entire building with K-9 units, and they did not find any other drugs. Given is scheduled to appear in district court next month. Wow. Back to when I was going to school, the only thing the jokes going around the school was that some of the teachers had alcohol in their desks.
Right.
Not that could ever be proven, but geez, now we're moving up to cocaine. Tough.
That's a career-ending move.
Yeah, it doesn't say if she's been put on leave or something like that, but I think you got to make that assumption, don't you?
Does it say how old she is?
It doesn't give an age on the teaching assistant. Not in the story that I have. If you go take a look at Channel 10's website or 12's website, they might have a little more like the age information, whether or not she's been let go, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, did they let her go?
Doesn't doesn't
Yeah,
say.
I think it has to go without saying that she's on admin leave.
Yeah.
I would think at the very least.
At least, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So once again, back to innocent until proven guilty, right?
Correct.
All right. Let's see now. So I had to read the story twice because I didn't understand it first of all. And it just says a job fair is planned for Hasbro employees. A job fair is planned in Pawtucket in response to the pending move of toy maker Hasbro to Boston later this year. And I'm thinking, are the Hasbro employees have to apply for their jobs if they want to go to Boston? And no, it's basically the other way around. It's other companies are having a job fair, and if you're a Hasbro employee that doesn't want to go to Boston, here's a job fair for you. You might want to jump to another company. Mm-hmm. So they expect more than 30 employers are expected to participate in this job fair, which is scheduled for March 28th on Freight Street. I don't know where that is. Must be near one of the train tracks, I guess.
It is. It's right near the tracks.
Is it? Okay. They don't know how many current employees may be displaced. Some are going to go and some are not. And they might just say we're laying people off before. Because their big deal is they want to just hire people up in Boston.
Well, how many people are affected by this move? Does it say?
Oh, I've been told, I think 700 employees down in
if they've got
Pawtucket.
30 employers going, that's
must be
got to
quite
be a
a few.
substantial number.
Now, since 2022, Hasbro has cut nearly 2,000 jobs, not just in Pawtucket, but globally, all over the place. And we have Tim Draper that's on Wednesdays on Coffee and has 2 kids that both work at Hasbro, and they're planning on going to Boston. They plan on hitting the commuter train, I should say. One out of Attleboro and one out of Franklin. And I said, okay, that's great, but that drops you at South Station in Boston. How long of a walk is it to where their new building's going to be? 20 minutes. Okay, not bad when it's 60 degrees and sunny and it's a lovely spring day, but what happens if it was a day like yesterday? Yeah, it's going to be a miserable walk. Oh. So I did say Hasbro is picking up some of the slack to pay for the train ride. Really? At least for a little while.
Oh, I was going to say, if they're young, they probably want to get an apartment in and around there somewhere.
I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah. Okay, we're going to pay for the commute for, let's say 6 months to see if they can get people to move there. Closer. Yeah. And that way they don't have to pay for it anymore. And then let's just, the people that don't come with us up to Boston, let's just hire new people at less money. Yeah. that are nearby that'll work there. Yeah. So I think but the job fair down here in Pawtucket, not a bad idea. But I mean, let's say you live in Warwick and you work in Pawtucket and you don't want to make this commute or drive all the way to Boston.
Well, that's good that they're offering that.
That they're offering is, okay, go see what these other 30 companies that you can work for them and maybe something will work out nice.
You know, it's interesting because that's just the reverse of the trend that's been going on for years. It has been the people working in Boston are looking for places down here.
That's right. We're a suburb now.
Yeah. We've become a sleeping community for Boston. Yeah. But what Hasbro wants to do is get the people to move from here to go up there. And Boston's not a cheap place to live.
No, it's not. Terribly expensive.
Not at all.
All right, we're going to take a break on the Coffee and program. Going to get back on track here. More Coffee and the Coffee and program coming your way. This portion of Coffee and has been sponsored by the Carew Investment Group.
They say in business you don't last very long if you don't know what you're doing. And if that's the case, we must know a thing or two at the Carew Investment Group because we've been in the business since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. At the Carew Investment Group, we employ a conservative approach to client portfolios by using only the best quality companies available, many of which pay quarterly dividends. We look for opportunities that we expect to go up in value not every day, but over time. And we take our responsibility seriously and always place our clients first in any investment decision. If you'd like to know more or would like a free portfolio review of your current holdings, you can call Paul or Ed at 765-8880. Our office is located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island, and we'd love to meet you and see if we can help you with your investing journey. Securities offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ON is always on.
Hey, Woonsocket, guess who's back in business? Trudeau's Auto Repair on Cass Avenue is officially reopened under brand new local ownership. Fabricio and Kristen invite you back to Trudeau's Auto Repair. With more than 20 plus years of automotive experience, the new owners have been a longtime customer of Trudeau's and they're committed to continuing the honesty, trust, and care Trudeau's has always been known for. Tune-ups, diagnostics, oil changes, and general automotive repair, plus Rhode Island State inspections can all be done at Trudeau's Auto Repair, 654 Cass Avenue, Woonsocket. Follow them on Facebook.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Radio, ON Worldwide, in Woonsocket.
All right, Coffee and here on ON Radio. We thank you for joining us this morning. This is Joe Callahan, along with Linda Tebow, AJ Reset. Steve Healy is here as well. We get a couple of messages called in just about the whole Hasbro moving up to Boston thing. And Massachusetts, according to the caller here, Massachusetts is providing a stipend for the employees to take the T, to come in. It was part of the enticement to get Hasbro to go to Boston. Massachusetts telling Hasbro, we'll pay your employees to commute up here.
I wonder how long they'll do that, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
6 months, a year. I mean, it can't last forever.
No.
kind of thing. So, all right. And I don't know if you ever follow stories. I have about the people riding the commuter rail out of Attleboro or Franklin. It is sometimes so crowded that either the train doesn't stop at every stop because we just can't fit any more people on the train, and sometimes the ride is free because the conductors cannot get through everybody to collect the fares. Now that part may have passed because everybody does everything on their phone now. So maybe the T is collecting money anyway. But I've still taken the T, and people the comes around like this on a Saturday with their phone, and they beep 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 whatever they do to collect the money. But the commuter rail, while convenient, is sometimes not very comfortable.
No.
It's squeeze on if you can.
Well, I hear that goes on with Amtrak every year from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Yeah.
That the trains are so crowded, the conductors can't make it through the train to collect the tickets. So a lot of people know that, and they're taking the chance that they're not going to get caught.
It'll be a free ride.
Right.
Okay. Well, it's always something, right? Always something going on. Let's see. I had something here about Maura Healy said something. Oh, shit, there it is.
She always says something.
She's always saying something. She says now her administration is moving. They want to bring more energy into Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. All right. She announced yesterday she's signing an executive order to bring 10 new gigawatts of power into the Commonwealth by 2035. That's enough power to power 2 million homes while saving consumers hundreds of millions of dollars. Where is this power coming from?
Where is it coming from?
I don't know. She doesn't say.
She hasn't figured that out yet.
The executive order also requires state agencies to pursue energy sources to meet growing demand while lowering costs. Sounds great, but I don't know. And where is the gigawatts of power coming from? We're going to get more squirrels on the wheel. Okay, run faster.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm figuring.
Are
Get more mice on wheels.
Yeah.
Are we just buying it from other states? Are we buying it from Canada? And if we're buying it, how is it lowering costs?
I
don't know.
Volume? I mean,
I don't know. Smarter people than me have got to figure this out.
I mean, if you do go by, you're driving, you see all these solar farms.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, is that something they're planning on doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. They state-run solar farms?
Well, there are towns that have them, so I mean...
Yeah. I think that's what my town does. Because my town is I'm one of the lucky ones, the town I live in. The town is my electric company.
Oh, is that North Attleboro?
No, it's Mansfield.
Oh, really?
Oh, because North Attleboro has
Does
zero
that too.
power as well.
And we've got solar panels up to create electricity. Mm-hmm. So I was always happy with the electricity and the money I was paying until they opened up my last one, and it went up $70.
$70.
Yeah, and then there was a little note inside. Sorry about this.
Sorry.
But they talk about this thing and that thing and the other thing. Oh, it's all going up in price.
Honeymoon's over.
Yeah, and now, sorry, the price is going up.
Yeah.
I said it's going up a lot. I see.
Yeah.
That's
And of course, we keep asking for more energy, kind of thing. So I'm like, nah.
My sister lives in North Attleboro, and like you say, they provide their own.
Yes.
And their rates are really low. And you never hear of them, losing their power. Like a lot of people lost their power.
Yes.
Last storm.
I'm going to knock on wood. I can't remember the last time I lost power at the house. And when it has happened, and I'm going back 10 years, I'm out for maybe 30 minutes. The town is incredibly responsive to fixing whatever the problem is.
It's amazing.
And gets
maybe
there.
every city and town should do that.
And gets it done. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to pay a little more. That kind of.
Right. Yeah.
They're open Monday through Friday. The regular hours. But if something happened off hours, the rule is okay. You call the police. I'm out of power, and they know where it goes to route to get to somebody that will get it and get out there and get it fixed as soon as possible. So it is a pretty cool. And I'm wondering why more towns don't do this. Of course, it might be they might have a contract with EverSource or whatever, and they can't do it, or the money to switch over might be too high. I don't know.
Well, one pet peeve I have is that
just one.
We were generally promised that when solar energy came through, our electrical rates would drop.
And what happened?
There are solar farms everywhere, and my electricity bill has not dropped. It's
At
going
all.
up.
Yeah.
It's going up.
Who do we complain to about that?
Joe, I'm complaining to you.
I know no one.
Could you look into that?
Oh, yeah,
Do a
sure,
little
sure.
research
Yeah, would you
for us?
please,
Yeah.
Joe?
Sure thing.
Yeah, check it out
Sure
for us.
thing.
By next Tuesday, have an answer
Have
for
an
us.
answer for you?
No, but it is
It's
true
because-
there's solar farms everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. You know, they're cutting down all those trees
Yeah.
and putting in those panels, and how many people have them on roofs, and
That's right.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something that they have these now. They're called balcony solar panels. They're using them in Europe. And
So it's not on your roof.
they go on your balcony. Like if you live in an
Okay.
apartment, and it'll save you 30% on
Yeah.
your electric bill because of the costs in Europe right now, because theirs have gone up exponentially more than ours. you
Yeah.
know? And I thought that was kind of interesting. You know.
I know my brother has solar panels on his house, and he's got some deal where you can sell it back to the electric company.
Yeah,
so
they're supposed-
his electricity bill is going down quite a bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because some of it goes back into
Yes.
the
But the
insurance
upfront costs, if you
companies
don't own
hate
them.
solar
I mean, if
panels
you own
on
them, the
the
upfront
roof.
costs are right
And
there.
I said,
They
what,
do.
what happens if it
So don't
breaks?
firefighters.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We don't know what the long-term
Right,
ramifications are going to be.
We have a sidebar going here.
Do you? Oh, okay.
Insurance companies hate solar panels
I
on the
bet-
roof.
I bet they
Firefighters don't like them either.
Oh, well, I can understand
Yeah.
that. Can't get
Yeah,
through the
they're
roof.
dangerous, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break time once again here in the Coffee and program. More still coming up. Time for the weather forecast, and it's being brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Mostly sunny skies today with a high of 40 degrees, a west wind up to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 21, winds diminished to 8 miles per hour. Wednesday's weather, increasing clouds with a high of 38 degrees for the day. Wednesday night, partly cloudy and 23. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 45, calm wind. Friday, mostly sunny skies, high of 51. Friday night, clouds gather. Saturday, a 40% chance of rain, maybe even snow mixed. And then ending is all rain, mostly cloudy skies with a high near 50 on Saturday. Saturday night, rain and snow possible recurrence. And then Sunday, a 40% chance of rain and snow mix again, mostly cloudy with a high of 49. Monday, partly sunny skies with a high of 43 degrees.
And outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, under, what do you think, mostly cloudy skies. Temperature down to 37 degrees. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
Have more fun this winter.
Come learn to ski and snowboard with us.
If it's been years since you last skied, this is the perfect place to return to learn.
Then you'll have all season to have fun.
Go to Wachusett.com for beginner discounts.
Are you looking for solutions to meet your business banking needs? At Milford Federal, the longest standing community bank in the area, they offer customized solutions for commercial lending, cash management, online banking, and payment processing services. Their business banking team is committed to the growth and success of your business with local decision making and a relationship-based approach. Let Milford Federal be your banking partner. Visit them at milfordfederal.com today. Milford Federal Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 465956.
We are local and live at 99.5.
It is Coffee and here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Steve Healy, AJ Brissett, and Linda Tebow. And Senator from Massachusetts, Ed Markey. He wants the head of the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, to resign. Why, you ask?
I think I have a clue. I think I have a clue.
What
do you think?
was it something he said?
What's the clue?
Well, I think part of it was when they were taking things off of late night shows. Politicians, they would be making them drop things. But it basically is news programs that are supposed to do that they have to give equal time to, but not late night shows. Is that correct?
Good theory. No. Anything else want to take
Conspiracy theory. What's the real deal?
All right. In a weekend social media post, the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, threatened to revoke broadcasters' licenses, claiming they are airing fake, distorted news about the war in Iran.
I read about that.
Yes. So I don't know where they're getting their information, but they say the FCC says it's all fake. Now, Markey says called the post an extraordinary abuse of FCC authority and a clear violation of the First Amendment. So that's why he wants the car to resign. Is it going to happen?
Marky.
Probably not. What's that?
I'm with Marky.
You are on well, okay. I don't know where Brendan Carr is getting his information, and which broadcasters is he talking about? I don't know.
It's being dictated by Trump.
Down to Carr, down to the.
That's it.
It could be if they're just quoting. Let's say they're quoting just CNN, which would drive Trump crazy.
But
yes,
is cable news not under FCC? A lot of the FCC regulations, it's like more network news.
Correct.
Okay.
But he's talking about revoking broadcasters' license over the air, like Channel 10, let's say,
Okay.
as an example.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
No. Well, okay. I don't think it'll go anywhere.
No, I'm thinking about revoking licenses. I mean,
okay. Okay.
Because you can't monitor everything.
True. Okay.
How do we know it's?
How do we know what?
How do we know they're broadcasting
The wrong news?
the wrong news?
Correct.
I don't know.
Right.
They're not being very specific.
Correct.
No.
You keep coming up with more questions than I have no answers.
Yeah.
This happens a lot.
You've got a lot of homework to do.
Well, you're going to get some better news.
Before next Tuesday there.
More details. We want details.
Cronkite, you know?
We want every morbid detail.
I never said I was a journalist, All right, we talked about the Hasbro employees that some of them are going to jump on the commuter rail to go to work. But besides crowded trains and things like that, here's something else you got to worry about. The cause of the commuter rail had a derailment last Friday afternoon. Now what do you do? It happened between South Station and Back Bay, which is in Boston. It's under investigation why this happened. There were no reported injuries among the 350 passengers aboard the Providence-bound train, which was moving at a slow speed when it went off the tracks. The incident caused delays and cancellations out of South Station on the Needham, Fairmount, Framingham, and Franklin commuter lines.
Okay.
So one other thing to worry about. Now get out and walk.
Right.
Be late for work today.
I'm gonna be late. I'm walking from
getting home.
I'm walking from
Or
Back
getting
Bay.
home, right.
Yeah. Usually they start. They send over buses, but if you're stuck in the tunnel, I mean, you got to walk out of the tunnel.
That would not make me happy.
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden the T?
Yes, I
Steve?
have.
Okay. Ever ride the T?
Yeah.
AJ? Okay. It's not. It can be quite pleasant.
It can be, but if it's crowded, it's...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Most of the times I've just ridden it on the weekends.
Right,
and,
right.
The only time I've had a tough time, and it's not with the T, if you ever leave Fenway Park and you've taken the train in, well, if you've taken the train out, you have to get on the green line, and that's only 2 cars. And talk about getting very close to your neighbors.
Yeah.
Jeez, you just wonder... I said, I don't know if that door's going to shut behind me,
Right.
Because you're on the stairs. I wasn't even in the car. I was just on the stairs, but it closed, and off they went.
You were the first one off, so that's a good thing.
I was the first one off, so I was holding tight to my daughter's hand, who was one step in front of me. I said, I can't lose you,
Right.
kind of thing. But one of the funniest things ever happened that was spontaneous. There were a bunch of college kids on the train, and they just broke out into song, and they started singing Monty Python songs. And it was just the absolute funniest thing I've ever seen.
Entertainment, too.
It was entertainment. That was free.
That was free entertainment.
Yeah, they didn't even pass the hat afterwards.
No extra charge.
No extra charge for that. So, all right. So, keeping it with the T, up north of Boston, a Massachusetts bus driver who hit several parked cars in a house in Medford earlier this month is facing charges, including negligent operation. Well, you would think so.
Well, yeah.
Because,
Any drugs or alcohol involved?
Well, let's find out. Transit police said the 40-year-old man appeared drowsy or asleep in the moments leading up to the crash that happened around 2 in the morning on March 8th. No passengers on the bus, so that's good. The driver was treated for a wrist injury, and no one in the house was injured. Investigators said alcohol or weather conditions were not factors.
Wow.
So...
And it was a mechanical issue,
Yeah.
so...
No, it sounds like...
Medical issue more than maybe.
No, it sounds like, hey, John, can you take Steve's shift the midnight to 8 in the morning, whatever the shift is, and he's not used to driving this shift, and so he hadn't had enough sleep. And so if you're driving a bus all by yourself at 2 a.m, no one else on the bus, and you just nodding out.
Right.
That's what it looks like when they say alcohol or the weather were not factors. It just sounds. It does. Sounds like I just fell asleep.
So he brought his pillow.
It sounds it. Yes, just lay it right on the steering wheel for comfort. Because he didn't hurt his head, hurt his wrist, and you think they'd stop after hitting the first car.
Yeah, he must have woke up after that.
Yeah. No, I think he woke up after he hit the house.
Well, that would do it.
Deep sleeper.
Must have done a lot of damage to the house. A bus.
No
down.
one in the house was hurt, but it doesn't say what damage to the house was done. But I do worry about that where I live. If someone would ever to crash into my house, because I live on a rather main road. The only thing I got going for me is I got 3 really good strong trees.
Yeah.
In my house, and I'm thinking the car would have. You could fit a car in between the trees, but you'd have to take a real 90-degree angle and to bolt right in. I said, so if someone's not driving correctly, they would hit a tree first.
Correct.
That's what I'm hoping on. So let's.
Unless
and it
a
hasn't
tree fell
happened
on
yet.
the house. That could happen.
That could happen as well. So all right. Back to what's wrong with people. What's wrong with people?
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a man down in New Jersey. He's been sentenced to 8 months in prison. You know what he did? He beheaded a seagull in 2024.
Why?
Franklin Ziegler was also sentenced to 5 years of parole and was issued a $250 fine. Should be higher than that.
Yes.
At a sentencing last week. The 30-year-old pled guilty to animal cruelty. Witnesses said Ziegler grabbed the bird, which is impressive in its own right. You can grab a seagull. Grabbed the bird and ripped its head off after it stole his daughter's French fries in front of Maury's Pier in North Wildwood, New Jersey. How did he grab the bird so quickly? Animal rights activists like Dahl Stanley of In Defense of Animals aren't happy with the sentence. Back to the $250 fine, just calling it a slap on the wrist. I don't know if they want jail time.
There's some anger issues there.
Oh, he does getting 8 months in prison.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Then he's got 5 years of parole. I don't know what 5 years of parole is. Is that probation? I don't know.
Stay away from seagulls.
In the $250 fine, he's got to stay away from seagulls. Yeah, that's right.
That's terrible.
Wow.
And French fries.
But it is terrible. But you got to think this. I'm also thinking this is an incredibly strong man.
Yeah.
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 To do this with just his bare hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe he wasn't trying to be that.
Oh, no,
maybe he wasn't
really.
trying to kill it, but maybe he was. I don't know.
What kind of a role model is that for his daughter, though?
Right, exactly.
I mean, when you go to the beach, you can expect that seagulls are going to come and try to steal your food. It happens all the time.
And they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they do steal your food.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I've actually, when I've been to the beach, I did this as a kid. You take a potato chip, and you go about 10 feet from your blanket and just stick it in the sand, and then go back to your blanket.
Yeah.
And then watch the seagulls come down and see who gets it first.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
To see which seagull came and got the food first. How the French fries? I don't know. Was the daughter holding the French fry up in the air, saying enticing the birds to come and get it?
They just swoop by and take it.
Or did she leave it out on the blanket or whatever? And
She could have been in the middle of eating it, and they're going to take it.
That would be even worse if she held it up to entice the bird.
Oh yeah, and then
that would be worse.
And then killed the bird.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be worse.
They didn't read Jonathan Livingston's Seagull. Come on, come on.
No, I guess not. All right, let's take another break here on the Coffee and program, but more coming your way right after this.
Okay.
Join the Coffee and panel weekday mornings at 8 on ON Radio.
Henry's Auto Repair on Park Avenue in Woonsocket can get and keep your car working. They don't cut corners with your repairs or safety, and they talk in plain English about what they find wrong with your car. They do their best to fix what's wrong quickly and with the least expense. Call Henry's Auto Repair in Woonsocket at 762-2325 weekdays. That's 762-2325. Henry's Auto Repair, 1068 Park Avenue, Woonsocket.
Always a 10% military and first responder discount at Henry's.
Hello, my name is Paul LaValle. I am a Knight of Columbus from Council 113. We are having a Palm Sunday breakfast March 29th from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Good Shepherd School Gym, 1210 Mendon Road, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Adult tickets are $15. Children 5 to 12 are 10. Under 5 are free. Proceeds go to support Council 113 Knights of Columbus charities. The menu consists of scrambled eggs, home fries, baked beans, bacon, pancakes, coffee, and juice. Thank you for your support. Looking forward to seeing you there. You can purchase tickets from any Knight of Columbus or call 401-651-5533.
The 5th Annual ON Radio Senior Resource Fair will be Saturday, April 11th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Woonsocket Lodge of Elks, 380 Social Street, Woonsocket. Here's your opportunity to meet up with some great organizations like Navigant Credit Union, St. Antoine Communities, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and more, all looking to make your life easier. Come gather information at this free-to-attend event. Vendor space is still available. If your business would like to be part of the Senior Resource Fair, contact Joe Callahan at 401-762-1240 or by email joe@woonsocketradio.com for information. Remember, the 5th Annual ON Radio Senior Resource Fair is Saturday, April 11th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Woonsocket Lodge of Elks, 380 Social Street, Woonsocket.
ON Radio.
It's Coffee Ann here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Steve Healy with AJ Brissett as well. Linda Tebow had to go. She had an appointment to get to, so we thank Linda for coming in today, and we hope Linda will be joining us next week. Now, AJ, you had a story, because we're always up for a good dumb criminal story.
You were just
What do you got?
You were just talking about people that do dumb things, and I was watched a show last week about a man who went out and bought gas and spread it all over the inside of his house. He was going to
light it on fire?
Set it on fire, and you wanted to burn the neighborhood down. So the police all lined up outside. They were behind their cars. They had their guns and everything, and they were trying to talk the guy out of it, and he wouldn't hear of it. And suddenly he came out and said to the cops, "Do any of you guys have a match?"
He didn't bring a lighter? Or
So the cops said, "Yeah, come over here. I got a match for you." And so they nailed him.
Oh, thanks. Oh, he walks right up. Wow. You really have to think these things through, you know? Does anyone have a match? Good for the cops saying, "Yeah, I got one. Come on over." And he
came over.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That is so funny. Was he thinking he was going to collect insurance money? They can tell after they investigate. There's gasoline all on the inside. It looks like it was set.
It made it seem like he was going to burn himself up, too.
Oh, okay. He was going to go out with in a blaze of glory.
In a blaze of glory.
As they say.
His fame.
Unfortunately, this took place over the weekend down in Kentucky. We have St. Patrick's Day parades all over the place. Boston had theirs. Newport had theirs. New York City had theirs. But in Louisville, Kentucky, they have a St. Patrick's Day parade, too. All right.
Wow.
And a Kentucky woman, however, is dead because she was dragged and crushed by a parade float over the weekend. It happened on Saturday during the Louisville's annual St. Patrick's Day parade. Officials said the woman's foot got caught under the float as she was walking next to it. I don't know if she was part of the float or just a spectator, but she was walking next to the float and her foot got caught. She was taken to the hospital. She later died from her injuries. The parade was attended by thousands. Organizers said they were deeply saddened by the tragic accident.
Ooh.
Imagine that, getting dragged under a float.
That's pretty gory.
Jeez,
I remember one year being scary. At Disney World, and Goofy was killed. They have parades there all the time. And Goofy got caught on one of the floats and was killed.
I feel this is a joke coming, Steve.
No,
really?
Because we do with cars, we do classic cars in the parade, and we used to throw candy and they don't let you do that anymore because they don't want kids running up to close to the vehicles,
Goofy was really killed?
Goofy was killed.
Wow. Scary.
Thank God they had it.
Must have been something for the kids to see.
I bet.
Awful.
I bet. All right. I didn't hear about this, but a flight from Seattle, Washington, going towards Taiwan, had to make an emergency landing in Anchorage, Alaska. And it happens every once in a while. An unruly passenger on the plane. You can't
you shouldn't do anything. An airplane just sit there,
zip tie them, and duct tape them,
and just take a nap. That's all you got to do. Delta Airlines says its flight was diverted to Anchorage on Saturday. It declared an emergency as a precautionary measure and landed in Anchorage to remove the unruly passenger from the plane. Doesn't say what they were doing. Officials say the plane was in Anchorage for about 2 hours before continuing on its way to Taipei. So you're just going to inconvenience hundreds of other people on the plane.
And now the person has to figure out a way how to get where they want to go.
Now they're going to prison.
Right.
Oh.
And they're on the no-fly list, too.
Yeah.
We were on a train in Canada. This is up in the Canadian Rockies. And there's no smoking on the train. And there's this couple that was smoking.
Were they smoking or vaping?
Smoking.
Okay. Cigarettes? Yeah, okay.
And they were warned. Three times they were warned.
Yeah.
And they kept smoking. Wow. So the train stopped in the middle of nowhere, as you can imagine, in the Canadian Rockies, and put the people off.
Wow. Good for the train.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody was applauding.
Now, did they say, okay, we'll put it out, and then just didn't? Or were they one of those people who said, I can do whatever I want, kind of thing?
I don't know what the details were.
They need a cigarette that bad. I hope they have plenty of them in the wild because someone finds them. One thing I've noticed especially about airplane travel, the people that have the most power in the United States are flight attendants. Yeah,
that's why you're always nice to flight attendants because they have the most power. All they have to do, if they determine they want you off the plane, all they're going to do is tell the pilot, I want so-and-so off the plane for any reason. Pilot's going to believe the flight attendant, and they'll call people at the airport, come and get them, and they are the judge and jury and basically the executioner too. And we'll figure it out later, but if the flight attendant wants you off a plane, you are off the plane.
Well, it's good they have that power, to be honest with you, because at one time they did not have that power.
Well, now they do, and it's just so-and-so in seat 17F said a bad thing or touched me inappropriately or whatever, and it's like, okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
They're off the plane. So whenever you go on the plane, because the flight attendants will always greet you when you get on the plane, make sure you smile and say, "How are you doing? Are you having a good day?" Before you go to your seat. So they'll check. They'll make a mental note. Nice guy. Well, and we don't think he's going to be a problem. So all right, they have a lot of power.
Yeah.
This would be a pretty cool story. There's an American astronaut is telling his story, and he wrote a book. It was supposed to be a quick trip to space, go up to the International Space Station, and then come right back. He ended up spending 10 months up there. Remember those people were stuck up there? Yeah. He wrote a book called Stuck in Space. Barry Wilmore will release a memoir on Tuesday, today. It marks 1 year since his return from a 286-day mission that was originally supposed to last just 1 week.
Well, there were three of them, weren't there?
I thought
one of them was
two.
a woman.
One was a woman from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there were two. Maybe there were three. The book reflects on being unexpectedly stranded in orbit and how Wilmore leaned on discipline, leadership, and faith to get through the isolation. Maybe this was a different time. Maybe this is a different person, because it sounds like he's all alone. They were able to send up food, right? If I remember that correctly, because if you're only going up for a week or two, you don't
have 10 months worth of food.
You don't have 10 months worth of food. We'll have to keep sending it.
Yeah, they must have had to bring some more luggage too.
Well, since he's not sightseeing, you get to wear the same thing over and over again. So
for 285 days.
Yeah, imagine telling your wife, "I'll be back in a week," and you don't come back for 10 months. Well, you have a good excuse. Well, you know where I was.
Yeah,
I just didn't make it back. Well, we didn't think this would take place because technology keeps moving on, but. The U.S. recorded music industry is reaching a record high of sales for 2025 sales of vinyl sales records. 2025 vinyl sale records reached $1 billion, first time since 1983.
Wow!
So vinyl is the way to go.
Yeah.
Again.
Right.
Who'd have thunk it? Huh?
Who'd have thunk it? If anybody's interested,
all
I got
becomes
about
new again.
500 albums I want to sell.
Taylor Swift leads vinyl sales from her album The Life of a Showgirl, selling around 1.6 million units just in vinyl.
Wow.
Sabrina Carpenter's last two albums sold nearly 600,000 vinyl units last year.
Who was that?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
Vinyl also led last year's physical formats, almost tripling the revenue of compact discs.
Wow.
But I have an issue with the vinyl sales. First of all, I don't have a thing to play it on anymore. And but if you go out and look, do you know how much those things cost?
I have no idea.
If you want to buy like a decent record player, they're like $150. These things are not cheap.
$150 is not a lot of money. I mean, you can get them for $69. Go to any of
Where?
the record stores.
For a record player?
Yeah.
Okay. Where can you get needles besides Amazon? Remember, you used to go to Radio Shack all the time.
Right.
But anyway. But then there's the cost of albums. They're not $10 like we remember them being $10 anymore.
I remember we used to go and they have the sticker on. They got them on sale.
Yeah.
How much are they?
They're like $30.
Really?
Like when CDs were, when they first came out, they were like $30, $35.
Go to any flea market. You can get them for $1.
That's true.
Well, but you don't know what you get.
What's the quality you're getting of the scratch
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I wish the record players would come down in price and sell them for like $50, like instead of $150.
There's nothing that's $50 now, unfortunately.
I can dream, can I, Steve?
Absolutely. Just don't buy one that fell off a truck because you might get in trouble. It get traced back to you.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want that to happen. But yeah, so vinyl sale, because I always thought the streaming services, people stream their music now too. I thought that would always stay at the top. And maybe it is still topping out, but maybe they're just comparing vinyl to compact disc
And I
sales.
just got a thing from Amazon this morning that the price is going up on their streaming service.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Well, streaming can be expensive too. Streaming music.
Yeah, again, it just went up.
Yeah.
I always, you always know the price is going to go up when you get the letter in the mail from whatever the company may be, and it always starts off with, "Dear Mr. Callahan, we love having you as a customer.
Right.
You are a valued
I
customer.
am a valued customer, and we're so happy that you're with us." And then the next paragraph, the price is going up. It happens. There's got to be a form letter out there because every company uses it. Right. It's the exact same one, and all we got to do is take out the price that you're charging and put in the price you want to charge. It's going up to this, and there's no discussion about it.
Right.
We're just informing you this is going up. So, and then have a nice day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you for continued
Hey, can we
support.
negotiate this?
No. Well, the only negotiating is you call them up and say, "I'm dropping you."
Yes.
So now it
And
drops to zero, but you don't get the whatever you were getting, but
Right.
in the past. So there's the negotiation. Let's see. You deal with the over there at Aging Well, Steve. A sports medicine doctor is emphasizing the importance of stretching to go along with exercise. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
But now it's official.
Oh, it's official now?
That's right.
God, we're trendsetters.
Yes.
Been doing it for years.
Evan Peck with the Cleveland Clinic recommends 6 to 10 stretches that target major muscle groups. That includes hip flexors and quads. He says each stretch should be held for about 30 seconds before or after workouts. He says this will help with flexibility and range of motion. Makes sense, right? Peck says feeling discomfort is normal, but pain could mean overdoing it. So
I'll remember that.
When does it move from discomfort to pain?
If you get a Charlie horse, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
When you're getting some gain,
that's right.
That's when you know you're in pain.
I love always seeing the jokes after people have done stretching. They said, "Okay, now we're going to work out." I thought that was the workout.
That's right.
I thought we were done now. So, all right. Here's a crazy case, and it happens around the country, and I don't know why, but a funeral home co-owner at the center of one of the most disturbing cases in the Colorado funeral industry now knows her fate. Carrie Halford was sentenced to 18 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud. Carrie and her husband John were first charged with 15 federal crimes after stockpiling nearly 200 bodies in Penrose, Colorado, and fraudulently using COVID relief funds on personal items.
Special place for them.
Why would you do this? Why are you stockpiling? I don't get it. The husband is scheduled for sentencing in the case next month, and he's facing 25 to 35 years in prison. Maybe he's taking the rap for the bodies, and she's taking the sentence for the wire fraud due to the COVID.
A similar thing happened not that long ago somewhere else.
It does. I see these stories come in around the country. The last one I saw was somewhere in Georgia or South Carolina.
Yeah, I figured it was down there someplace.
They take the money and then they bury an empty coffin for whatever reason, and the bodies are out back in the garage.
Yep.
And you never find out why.
No.
Are they selling them? And who are you selling it to? Is it going for medical stuff? I don't know. It's just incredibly bizarre and just terrible for the families that have to, when you find out later on that you haven't buried your loved one, they've been in the garage for the last year, which is awful. All right, on that note, we are going to tell you have a good day.
Wait a minute.
That's terrific.
Oh, I'm sorry. HHA's words of wisdom. Very important.
Tip of the day.
Oh, the tip of the day. All right.
How to make iced coffee. Number 1, have children. Number 2, make coffee. Number 3, you don't have time to drink your coffee.
So it gets cold, right?
Yeah. Number 4, you have cold coffee.
There you go. That's probably how that started.
It's probably.
I'm not throwing this out. All right, let's throw some ice in. It'll be fine.
There you go.
All right. Thank you very much for listening in. Thanks to Linda Tebow for being here as well. Steve Healy, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, AJ, they're going to let you stick around for the Do You Remember program, okay?
Oh, shucks.
Come up with another tip for the day. Gary will love it. Anyway, Do You Remember's coming up after the 9 o'clock news right here on ON Radio.
Thank you.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. European Union leaders appear to be coming down on the side of hesitancy when it comes to supporting Washington's war against Iraq. More from Ross Cullen.